Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of January 2nd. As normal, we'll get started with the Mythic Plus affixes for this week. This week we have Tyrannical, Volcanic, and Sanguine. Again, that's Tyrannical, Volcanic, and Sanguine. This is, not too bad this week. We had some worse weeks, I guess you'd say, and now we're back to a very easy Volcanic. Sanguine's going to slow you down. We're going to have the same issues we had with Sanguine earlier in the season. But Tyrannical, while it makes the bosses harder, at least it's not affecting your Sanguine as bad. So it's not nearly as bad as what it could be, but obviously Sanguine is going to slow you down a little bit. Not too big of a deal here. We're looking at a pretty solid week overall for this. If you're still doing keys or pushing keys or whatever your goals are with keystones, maybe it's just filling up your vault or whatever. Let's go ahead and jump into what's going on in game this week. The Feast of Wintervale is ended today, so I no longer have a chance to do any of that stuff. We do have the dungeon event this week, though, the Dragonflight dungeon event. I believe this gives you, I think it'll give you a heroic piece of raid gear. So this is really, really good to do on your alts if you are doing higher end content, but it could be very, very good for you to do on your main if you are doing more like heroic or normal or even more casual content than that. So it's always this is something I do on my alts too, because while I play pretty hard on my main character, I play pretty casually on all my alts and stuff like that. Later on in the week, we will have the Darkmoon Fair come into town. Darkmoon Fair, same things as always. I do believe it is getting a revamp at some point, maybe in the next expansion or whenever. But same things as always. There's achievements, there's pets, there's mounts, all kinds of stuff to do there. Keep you busy if you're interested in that kind of completionist type content like I am. Sometimes, at least, if it's interesting, right? And it is, at least to me. So yeah, that's about it for this week. As I implied last week, not a ton of news coming out because of the employees being on their holidays, of course. Nothing wrong with that. So I do expect a kind of a slew of changes to come in either throughout this week or the very beginning of next week at least. I would honestly say by like the 8th, maybe a slew of changes here and there where they feel things need to be tuned up or switched up a little bit. That could be tuning on mythic bosses, could be some slight dungeon tuning, could be some slight class tuning and stuff here and there. I expect to see that coming in, throughout the week or the very end of the week of this WoW week or whatever. Would expect to see that. But of course, nothing really happening over the holidays. I didn't play myself much over the holidays either, too much. And did, though, if I did, however, get my legendary axe, which is really cool since last week. I got it that day or Tuesday night or whatever, and worked on getting the item and stuff like that. I have not got to use it in raid yet because we didn't raid this week with holidays, just did not have enough people that were available. So I am looking forward to getting into the raid and using this bad boy and seeing what it can do. So I'm very excited about that. Obviously, I did a video kind of talking about the legendary axe. I also did a video about trinkets for Retribution Paladins as well, if you're interested in that. Other than that, this is kind of just a short video, short week, because there's not a ton going on. Obviously, we'll be looking for more news from Blizzard this week and do videos on that. Also, just kind of brainstorming ideas of different things to do, just in other forms of content as well for the channel. Obviously, trying to find a way to do more consistent ret content when there isn't something to do, and even more specifically, something to do with like secret finding and that kind of interesting mystery content that I do enjoy so much in the game. Would love to be able to do more of that, honestly. So trying to find avenues to explore with that. Even if one idea I had, for example, was thinking of like ideas that I would like to see, and then maybe that could be used as feedback that they could use in like the next event or the next whatever. And it would give people watching the video as well an avenue to leave a comment or whatever on what they would like to see. Things like that could be interesting, I suppose. So it's a new year, so kind of brainstorming maybe some new things to talk about and do videos about and stuff. But yeah, don't want to keep this video too long because there just isn't a lot of news or anything to talk about this week. It is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully a lot of changes, a lot of more news coming out here literally this week, and if not in this month of January here as we get closer and closer, you know, to the next patch, 10.2.5, and then 10.2.6 and 10.2.7 following quickly after, along with then, you know, the pre-expansion event and everything. It's going to be a lot of content hitting fast this year. So, you know, a little bit of a slow time is kind of okay. So that's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out a lot. And other than that, everybody have a good one.